Good evening, everyone. It's Victor from Getting Healthy Today. I'm glad you could showing yourself today. Today we're going to be talking about Leadership Weekend. I have in store for you starting tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday. We have the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by John C. Maxwell. Please put one in the comments there if you're a replay viewer or a live viewer right now. Put a 1 if you ever heard of John C. Maxwell, and his claim to fame is his leadership skills and many other things. The man's a tremendous leader in his industry. So today I want to give you 1 through 7 laws of leadership. The one thing that you want to learn about this is he broke it up into 21 laws, but we're going to talk about at least 7 tonight, and then tomorrow the next 7, 8 through 14, and Sunday, when you come back to the broadcast then again here on Getting Healthy Today, you're going to go from 15 to 21. So let's talk about the first one. All right, first one is the law of the lid. Okay, law of the lid is your leadership ability determines a person's level of effectiveness. And that leadership ability is the lid that determines a person's level of effectiveness. And your leadership ability always determines your effectiveness. So those of you who have a business right now, this is something that's really important. Your leadership ability determines your level of effectiveness. Now, let's do number 2. Number 2 is your ability to have a law of influence. Now, the true measure of leadership success is nothing more or nothing less than influence. How much influence do you have in the marketplace? One of the people that you see in the marketplace is Gary Vaynerchuk, Eric Worre, John Melton, Nadia Melton, Ray Higdon, many different people out there, Cedric Harris. There's a lot of people out there that you see in the industry that have this law of influence. Now, the true leadership cannot be awarded, appointed, or assigned. It comes from what is called influence, and that cannot be mandated. It must be earned. So the person must earn that influence that they may have over somebody. So there's 5 myths about leadership. I'm going to quickly go through them. Number 1, management myth, that leading and managing are the same. Leadership is about influencing people to follow, while management focuses on maintaining a system and process in order. Number 2, the entrepreneur myth. Entrepreneurs are skilled at seeing opportunities. So if you're out there and you're an entrepreneur, put a 2 in the bottom of your comment. So please feel free to share, like, and comment today. Number 2, if you're an entrepreneur. So it says here, entrepreneurs are skilled at seeing opportunities and going after them. They seek that opportunity anytime they can. But not all of them are good with leading people into that vision. So some people have to, of course, get better and better over time, and they have to have that vision. Now, the third one is the knowledge myth. Neither IQ nor education necessarily can equate to leadership. Let me say that one more time. Neither IQ nor education necessarily equate to leadership. Number 4, the pioneer myth. Being a trendsetter is not the same as being a leader. That can be misunderstood sometimes. So being a leader is when a person has not only been out in the front, but also has people following his lead or her lead. Now, number 5 is the position myth that's out there. And they say that leadership is not based on the rank or title. It's not the position that makes the leader. It's the leader that makes the position. So it's not the leader. It's not the position that makes the leader. It's the leader that makes the position. All right. So several factors that make the leader, still on number 2, is character. Who are they? Who they are. So true leadership always begins with the inner person. People can sense the depth of a person's character. Relationships. Who do they know? Who in their life they know? What deep relationships have they established over time? And who are the right people that can become the real leader of that organization? So now number 3 says knowledge. What do they know? What they know. Information is crucial and vital. You need to grasp the facts and develop an accurate vision for the future. Number 4, intuition. what do they feel? What do leaders feel? Leaders seek to recognize and influence intangibles such as energy, morale, timing, and momentum. Number 5, experience. Where have they been? What did they go through in their life or in their business? The greater your past challenges, the more likely followers will be willing to let you lead them because you've been there before. Number 6, ability. What they can do. What can leaders do? The bottom line is followers want to know whether you can lead them to victory. Just like General S. Patton, General MacArthur, they were able to lead people into battle. So as soon as they no longer believe that you, the leader, can deliver, they will not follow you anymore. They will stop following you. So it's very important that people believe that you can follow them in the right direction. If they fail to believe that, they will let you go quicker than you were there. Number 3, the law of process. Leadership develops daily, not in a day, and leaders require seasoning to be effective. So if they continually invest in themselves and they do a lot of leadership development, they're going to be better over time. So phase 1 of leadership growth is this. Don't know what I don't know. If you think of themselves as leaders, as long as they don't know, it doesn't know the importance of leadership, and they're not able to grow. Number 2, I know that I need to know. At some point we discover we need to learn how to lead others. Number 3, I know what I don't know. If we don't get better at leadership, our careers will eventually get bogged down. In this phase, you'll develop a plan of personal growth on areas you need improvement. Number 4, I know and grow, and it starts to show. When you recognize your lack of skill and you recognize it, you begin to have a daily discipline of personal growth. Exciting things begin to happen, but only the way that you get there is to obey the law of process and pay the price. Okay? Now, number 4 law of navigation. So far, if you've gotten value, put a 3 in the comments below, and also put in an emoji that's of fire. Put that up there. Or, you're getting excited about the content. Also, put in a heart if you enjoy and love what I'm talking about and it sounds good to you. Put that on the comments below. Now, number 4 is the law of navigation, which says anyone can steer the ship, but it takes a leader to chart the course. So what they're saying is that basically before leaders take people on a journey, they go through a process in order to make that trip more of a success. So navigators draw from a past experience. Navigators examine conditions before making commitments. Navigators listen to what others have to say. So another word for navigators would be, in this case, leaders. And navigators make sure that conclusions represent both faith and fact. So a leader has to possess a positive attitude. If you can't confidently make the trip in your mind, how are you supposed to do that for someone else if you don't believe it yourself? Isn't that true? If they're not completely convinced themselves, how can they convince you? Then it would be disingenuous, right? They wouldn't be genuine in their approach. So it's really important that you have faith in your leader, and then you will follow as a result. Now, starting a navigation like this of leadership, there's a certain strategy that is laid out on this book. So again, we're talking about 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by John C. Maxwell, and I'm on number 4 right now of the Laws of Leadership, and we're talking about 7 of them briefly here today. And we're talking about this one acronym that talks about plan ahead. And the P, you might want to write something down now. This is where you might want to write some notes. It talks about predetermine a course of action for the letter P. Number L, lay out your goals. So the first one is predetermine a course of action. Lay out your goals, the L. A is adjust your priorities when necessary. The N is notify key personnel. So who's important in your organization? A is allow time for acceptance. H is head into action. E is expect problems. A is always point to the successes. And D is daily review of your plans. So there you go. So when you prepare, you can convey a confidence and trust to people that leaders who are good navigators are capable of taking you on that journey. So remember that. And take you anywhere you would want them to go with you. So, people out there can be leaders or followers, depending on what they choose. But people want to be led. They want to be led by good leaders and people who really they have confidence in. So the more confidence you can exude out there as a leader, if you have a business right now, the more you can bring out that confidence level in people, that's what's going to make the difference, okay? So number 5, we're talking about number 5 now, the law of addition, which says leaders add value by serving others. Let me say that one more time. Number 5, law of addition, says leaders add value by serving others. So, adding profits by adding value. For instance, I have a perfect example. Costco's CEO, Jim Sinegal, believes that the success of Costco as a business comes from treating his personnel well. They've been known to be really good at taking care of their employees. Also, Wegmans has been known to take care of their people well. Amazon, Google, a lot of different places out there. But it says here, Costco employees are paid on average of 42% more than the company's chief rival, and they also receive generous health care coverage as a result. Sinegal shows he cares and respects his employees because he has an open door policy. He's on the first name basis with everyone in his industry, and Senegal's salary is well below what other CEOs of a similar sized company makes, because his philosophy is he wants to take care of his people that he is leading, because they in turn will follow him a much stronger way. Now, the result is that Costco has by far, what it says here, has by far the lowest employee turnover rate in all of retailing. Imagine that, huh? What do you think about that? Put a 4 in the comment section if you really think that's pretty cool about what we just heard. Now, the bottom line in leadership isn't how far we advance ourselves, but how far we advance others. So, if you're in business, you're there to serve your community. You're trying to make an impact in someone's life. For instance, me, I'm trying to impact people's lives by providing health solutions through world-class nutritional products. That's what I do. And I help other people be able to develop that into possibly a business for themselves so they can earn extra income and provide some financial well-being for their family. So, going back to the next thing, we're talking about how we add value and change lives of people. And there's 4 guidelines that this book talks about adding value to other people. And number 1 is truly valuing others. Effectively goes beyond the idea of intentionally helping other people. They must value people and demonstrate they care in such a way that the followers know it. There was a gentleman by the name of Jim Rohn in the industry of business that talked about this. If you want to have a lot in life, you need to give people what they want so that you can get what you want. So if you serve your community in abundance, you will therefore get abundance back. So I also believe, me personally, I believe in karma. What you put out is what you get in. So if I have a negative karma, I'm going to get that back in some way. Maybe not today, but tomorrow. If I put positive energy out into the universe, I'm going to get that positive energy back. The next one is make yourself more valuable to others. So the more intentionally you have in growing personally, the more you have to offer people's stories. We were messed up a little bit there. Sorry about the connection. So what I was saying was, you know and relate to what others value. This can only come by listening to your people that are following you and understanding their hopes and dreams so that you may find them the solutions to their issues, finding the solutions to their problems. So learn what is valuable to your people that are following you or that want value from you, and then you can lead them based on what you've learned from them. So getting information from them is so important. Number 4, do things that God values. This is a strong message in the book. So God desires us not only to treat people with respect, but also actively